Hey, it's Wednesdays Alive with Bro. It's a Wednesdays Alive with Bro. It's Wednesdays Alive with Bro. It's Wednesdays Live with Bro. Hey, Wednesdays Live with Bro. Come on. It's a Wednesday Alive with Bro. It's Wednesdays Live with Bro. Hey, Wednesdays Live with Bro. It's Wednesdays Live with Bro. Hey, it's Wednesdays Alive with Bro. It's Wednesdays Live with Bro. Come on. A Wednesdays Live with Bro. Hey, it's Wednesdays Live with Bro. Come on. It's a Wednesdays Alive with Bro. It's Wednesdays Live with Bro. It's Wednesdays Live with Bro. What? It's Wednesdays Live with Bro. Hey, it's Wednesdays Alive with Bro. It's Wednesdays Live with Bro. Come on. Wednesdays Live with Bro. That's right. It's Wednesdays Live with Bro. Come on. It's a Wednesdays Alive with Bro. It's Wednesdays Live with Bro. What? It's Wednesdays Live with Bro. Uh-huh. It's Wednesdays Live with Bro. Hey. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever it is you seem to be tuning in. Rowzina here, and you are tuned into Wednesdays Live with Row. I'm Rowzina. What's up? What's shaking? What's happening? What's going on this fine Wednesday evening? Listen, your girl is tired, but she's here, okay? She's here. She's ready. Let's chat, right? Wednesday, long day at work. We had a Google training. I'm training to be Google certified, quote unquote. So learning the ins and outs of Google. So that was pretty cool. Learned some stuff that I didn't know. So that was pretty dope. Glad about that. My self-care group here on Facebook. I'm celebrating 4 years with this group. I thought it was 3. But apparently it's 4. And some of the ladies in there have been rocking with me since the beginning. And it's pretty cool. Yeah. So goal is to take the group to a different level. So looking forward to that. If you are not a part of the self-care group, you are a woman, you are looking to up your self-care game, please hit me up, let me know so I can add you to the group. Right. Cool. So tonight, first topic, lost keys. Now, I have to have keys for work, right? Could not find my keys for like 2-3 weeks. Couldn't find them. Maybe I wasn't looking hard enough, which I probably wasn't. But I had sorted laundry and clothes that I was trying to get rid of a couple of weeks ago, and made piles in my room. So the piles that I washed, but the piles that I was trying to figure out if I was going to keep or give away, I had it moved. Something kept saying, bro, your keys are buried in the clothes. I just never took the time to look. So that required having my coworkers open the door or getting one of the students in my coworkers' class to come open the door and all of that good stuff. So what I needed to gain access to where I needed to go was buried under something that I could touch, that I was tangible, that was in my reach, right? But I didn't take the time to dig through what had my stuff buried, right? So I can gain access to where I needed to go. Keys sitting there the whole time, so having to use other people's keys. Other people not always available. Other people's keys don't work like my keys. Other people can't open the same doors that I can open, even with their own keys, right? So I finally moved the clothes to do what I need to do with them. And where was my keys? Under the pile of clothes, right? So I'm laughing because it's funny how we want to go places, we have goals, we want to do things, but we won't allow ourselves to go through what we need to go through to get free, right? We won't allow ourselves to go through what we go through to gain access to what it is we need to go forward, right? We won't get out of our own way. We won't put self to the side to allow what's bothering us, what's hurting us, what's in the way to be dug up, to get to the root of the problem, right? To be dug up, to be moved out of the way in order for us to get the tools we need. Because worship helps us break through, and our Bible helps us get to what we need to see or here talking to the right people helps us get closer to our goals. What we need to get rid of is buried. What we should be dealing with is buried somewhere. And under all of that, we can't get to the access we need to get to where we go. If I would have just took the time to look, if we just take the time to deal with, to process, to walk through, to whatever we need to do, how much of a difference would it make? How faster could we get to? How much more efficient and effective could we be if we just would have dug through the clothes? So now I'm able to regain access to the building, to my classroom, to whatever else I have keys for, because I took the time to finally look through the pile of clothes, something that I need to get rid of anyway, right? To get the keys that I needed to access where I needed to go. So I lost my keys, didn't want to take the time to find them, figured somebody else could just take care of it. But everybody's not you. Symbolically, everybody can't do what you do. Everybody's not gifted to do what you do, or called to do what you do, or can do what you do like you do, right? Dig it up. Go after what you need to go after. Search for what you need to search for. Let go of what you need to let go of. Remove what you need to remove. Reveal what needs to be revealed. Become free. Don't get stuck because you don't want to put in the work to do what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Yeah? Cool. So went to work today, like I said, we had a training for Google. Finally found my keys. My coworker was laughing at me, but it's okay. It's quite all right. I have them now, and that's all that matters. um, so yeah. This past weekend, every Saturday I have worship in the Word under my ministry, Kingdom House of Worship. And this Saturday, my good friend and brother, Pastor Ronald McCrae, came and ministered to us. And the Word, the message, the revelation, the breakdown of the scripture was all on point. He encourages the encourager within me more than he knows. Stepped all over my toes. I said ouch a few times, but it was just reminding me to stay my course. You guys should go listen to it. Kingdom House of Worship this past Saturday. Pastor Ronald McCrae. It was great. Much needed. Got my little heart together. The past couple of weeks have been very discouraging. Those who you think are going to support, don't. Those who you think are going to, those who are supposed to keep you accountable, don't. Those who you thought would be there aren't. Nobody ever said this journey would be easy. Nobody ever said that I would be walking. Sometimes you walk out this journey alone. Let me say it that way, right? So it's just a matter of me following the path that God gave me and not being so concerned with what their path looked like, or what their path looked like, or what their path looked like, but being focused on what God gave me, nurturing and culturing and growing what God gave me so I can take it where He wants me to take it, right? Because I can so easily get distracted by what I see in front of me right now versus what He told me I would have, versus what He told me I would get, but I still have to put in that work, right? I still got to put in that work. So it's encouraging the encourager. I have to encourage myself often. One thing that I haven't been doing that stuck out to me while he was preaching, he's mentioned getting back to journaling, and that stuck in my heart so strong. I didn't even get to tell him this, but I haven't journaled regularly since my mom passed away. After I had a friend at that time tell me that writing wouldn't help me, that writing wouldn't free me, writing would do me no good. It was such a discouragement to me that I stopped writing. I'd write a poem here and there, but that was it. I used to carry around notebooks everywhere. I was always writing, always writing, always writing. And 15 years later, I'm still not consistently writing every day. But I picked up a pen, got a book I had just purchased a couple of months ago, picked it up, and I started writing again. I started journaling again. Um, that's not the only thing that stuck out to me, but I felt the need to mention it tonight. Um, I'm journaling again. And there's freedom in writing, there's freedom in expressing oneself, there's freedom in being honest with yourself. And I want to be free so I want to be good so I can help others. I want to be good so I can help you, so I can help y'all, right? So at any given time, you are more than welcome to write on in the right mindset and the right wording. Ro, did you journal today? Make sure I'm keeping myself accountable and I'm not keeping things inside, not keeping things bottled up, but I'm doing this the way I need to do it. And the book is so pretty, but I'm excited to fill it up. I'm excited to get things down and keep it full. So talking about training at work, the lost keys, the lost keys. Go back later when it's posted. Go hear what that's about. I'm encouraging the encourager. This past weekend, Pastor Ronald was with us at Kingdom House of Worship, and it was pretty service was it was great. It was great. And then there's nothing like having genuine conversations with genuine people that you have covenant with, and being able to express in a manner that's not bashing anybody else, but speaking freely about what you go through in ministry or how it is starting up, how it is starting over, how it is beginning something from scratch. And just being able to bounce things off each other and God be knowing what you need when you need it. And like these not conversations that you can have with everybody. But trusting that he put me around people that can hold on to and that were able to hear my heart where I am and where he has me going. Because everybody doesn't have that ear to hear that, right? Everybody doesn't have the heart to hear that, right? So it's like you have to I always say make sure you're checking your circle, being mindful of who you're talking to, and all that wonderful good stuff. So great conversations with great men of God. And it was awesome. Fall break is next week. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Ah, glory. Glory, glory. It's been stressful for these educators, for us educators, being back on campus more than we express probably, but we make this thing happen, right? We make it work, we make it shape. We're doing this for our children, for our kids, for our students. I work with SPED and kids with behaviors, and kids with learning deficiencies, and also kids with behaviors. And it hasn't been the easiest because I get pulled in 15, 20 directions, and I do it with my head held high and the grace that the Lord has blessed me with, and make sure all my children are serviced appropriately, properly, and accordingly. I shared a post that somebody else posted earlier today that IEPs are not a bad thing. Parents, if your child has an IEP or even a 504 plan, it's not it's not a bad thing. The IEP is basically your child's roadmap to their education, right? Whatever services they need education-wise, whether it's emotional, whether it's physical, whether it's intellectual, whether it's they need help organizing, whether they need help with math, whether they need help, whether they need counseling, whether they need somebody to hold them accountable, whether they need us to help them with staying organized, getting a planner, whatever it is that helps your child become better, a better student and a better person. That's what goes on the IEP, right? And the goal of an IEP is to get the child to accomplish those goals with the aid of the staff that's available to them on their campus, right? So even with a 504 plan, that helps us track their behavior in which direction we want them to go, so they're good to go, right? That's what that is. That's what that's for. Nothing more, nothing less. Since I see you, right? It's not a bad thing. It helps the kids. It's for their good, right? Because I have some parents who just think you can't put my child on the IEP because it's going to brandish them forever. Nope, it'll help them though. But at the same time, if the administrators are telling you as parents that to get the IEP changed, you have to do your part. We need you to do your part, right? The child can't sign that paper, but the parents and the guardians can, right? So we need the parents to recognize the benefits of the IEP and also to make sure the school and the educators and the district are doing everything to the best of their ability to accomplish the things on that. You have a right to complain. You have a right to call meetings. You have a right to call in and say, hey, I don't know if this goal has been met. Can you fill me in? That's your right as a parent to make sure your child is covered if they have an IEP. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, talking about yes, ma'am. It's help. It's there to be helpful. Talking about losing my keys. Had Google training today at work. Lost my keys, found my keys. Catch the replay about that and the revelation or the story that came out of it. You'll catch it when you go back and watch it. Talking about the anniversary, 4 years from our self-care group. About Be Unstoppable Challenge group. If ladies, if you would like to be a part, get some ideas, let me know. Trying to revamp that a little bit. We'll see where that goes. So 40, I thought it was 3 years, and it's 4. That's what's up. Encouraging the encourager. We need encouragement sometimes too. Starting back journaling consistently again, like I said, at any given time, appropriately and in the right manner. You can post on my timeline. Hey, Ro, have you journaled today? Please hold me accountable because I want to maintain my freedom, right? To help y'all, I got to help me first. And I miss the benefits of journaling. Like I stated, I haven't been journaling consistently since my mom died. October 10th will be 15 years since she's been gone. Keep me in your prayers. This time of the year is always difficult for me between now and Christmas because my mom was big on holidays and all that stuff. So it's never easy. Hasn't been easy for 15 years for me to be around others on holidays, working on it. Thank God for my extended family who make sure I'm good. Appreciate them. I love them to pieces. I really do. But it's not easy. I got to take it day by day, one day at a time, and hold on to Jesus the best I can because grief is hard. And it affects different people differently. And I'm always mindful of how I talk to and deal with people in their grief because everybody takes grief differently, right? But yeah, I'll tell this story and I guess I'll be at it. So I help with lunchroom duty. Well, the kids eat lunch in their rooms, classrooms, but I help with lunch duty and do recess. So I'm sitting down watching my class play outside. A group of, I'm laughing because it was funny. Group of 4 girls. We have a trash can outside with wheels where all the equipment goes into. See, my sister can attest. It's not easy. Day by day, one day at a time. We were outside, and one of the girls comes into the trash can, and the other young ladies decided to push her across the concrete by the building. So I'm sitting here watching them just shake, and they're looking at me watch them. So I'm just shaking my head. I said, the 4 of y'all just come over here and have a seat, right? So the 3 girls start walking towards me. I said, no, help her out of the trash can. They was about to leave the baby in the trash can to pretend like she wasn't in there. And I'm like, I'm here. And mind you, you had a new kid coming that day. I said, baby, don't let them get you in trouble. I said, what makes y'all think that was okay? Like, why would y'all do that? But miss, this bored out here. So they sit at the table with me. Oh, miss, I like the sticker on your phone. Oh, miss, I like the sticker on your walkie-talkie. Hey, miss, your hair look cute today. Miss, I like your leggings. I like that. So this is their way of trying to get up from the table faster. And I'm like, I say, y'all do realize that that's not gonna work, right? I said, what made y'all think that was okay to do? What if she would have fell over? Like, what would have happened if she would have fell? And they're like, well, miss. She's like, if I would have fell, I would have been fine. I said, if you would have fell, I would have laughed. Because you shouldn't be in the trash. Why? You're in eighth grade. Why? Why are you in the trash can? Why? 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 So that was the highlight of my day yesterday. It was wonderful. It was great. I love my the babies outside singing. Okay. I love my kids and I love my job. Um, I'll leave that for next time. I'm not finalized on that. But yeah, so you are tuned in with but please, yes, inbox me, hit me up on my timeline, ask me, bro, are you journaling? I promise I won't. I might get a little annoyed, but I won't get offended. Hold me accountable. I'll be all right. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Share this with somebody. I hope it was an encouragement. Don't let the thing you need to gain access to where you're going be so far buried under things that you need to be free from that you won't take the time to dig. I love y'all. I appreciate you. Remember, listen, make the rest of this week a great one simply because you said so. Excuse me. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening.